Good morning, afternoon, or evening, as the case may be, in your part of the world. For those of you who don't know me, I'm ZenArcher, and look what I got. Just delivered. Yeah, buddy. Haven't even cracked it open yet. I'm a little excited. Doesn't take much to excite me. Okay. Let's see what we got in here. Wouldn't it be funny if this box was empty? Let's see. Supposed to be batteries and a charger, tripod, case, and cleaning stuff for the lens. That's what's supposed to be in here. That's probably has the camera in it. Okay, I'm screwed if it doesn't work, right? Yeah, let's see what else we got in here. Alright, that's it. Box empty. There's 2 batteries. And there's the lens cleaner. And inside here is the tripod. I've got a tripod like that already. The legs on the tripod for extra stability. On this one don't come out. On the other one I have the legs actually pull out longer. There's the tripod and the case. Nice little foam case. Although I would have preferred just black than all fancy schmancy with colors. Still, I'm not complaining so far. And now we got to open this box up. Boo Kitty's watching. He's over there watching this whole thing happen. I'd show you, but my my camera on that tripod's not working well today. I need to fix it. Okay, and in this box we've got media impressions software, the manual that says, "No, you dork, don't do it like that, do it like this." Cables for both HD and for regular AV cables. Another set of batteries, pre-charged. They're already charged up and ready to go. Wrist strap. Another little bag. Another little bag to put stuff in. This is the battery charger for the Kodak batteries. I'll adjust this light a little bit. And this looks like it's a little too light right now, so let me adjust it down just a little bit for you. Yeah, there we go. There's a battery charger. And a manual for the battery charger. And last but not least, my brand new Kodak camera. Kodak Zi6 camera. And take my flip cam out of the package and see how this compares in size to it. Got this wrapped up good. Well, it's a little bit, just a little bit wider. Just that much wider that way. It's slightly taller. Slightly taller. So slightly wider and slightly taller. And it actually feels like, this is thinner than, this is the flip cam here, and this is the Zi6. Zi6 is much thinner. And of course you got a protective covering over the lens and buttons right there. And this says it includes 2 AA rechargeable Nikan batteries and charger. There it says that. I'll pull that off of there after I make sure everything works. Oh, and I went out yesterday and I bought a I already bought a 4 gig card for it because I figured high def is going to need that, so there's the little 4 gig card for it. And let's see here. Well, that's easy enough. It's got a little, the button for the USB on the side also acts as a mirror, so you can make sure that you're in frame. I like the way it looks, and I like the feel of it. It's not real shiny. It's kind of got a matte finish, so that means it's not going to pick up fingerprints very easily. And there's the spot for the memory. Let's throw these batteries in. Let's see if it fires up. Let's see, plus on that side and minus on that side. Added a little bit of weight to it. And son of a gun, look at that, right out of the package. Came right up. Very cool stuff. And I'm recording. I just pressed the button and I'm recording. We'll zoom here on the I'm recording with the my quick cam. The battery says that it's only about half charged though. It says they're pre-charged batteries, but it's only shows it's about half charged. So we'll see how that goes. I'll make sure the other ones are charged up. Matter of fact, I've got 2 that are charged up already. I just pressed the button and I'm recording. So yeah, I'm recording with the my quick cam. The battery says that it's only about half charged though. So there we go. We'll see how that goes. I'll make sure the other ones are charged up. Perfect. I'll have to try it out and play some, and then I'll let you guys know what I think. Alright, so here's the Kodak Zi6 camcorder recording in HD mode, just standard HD mode. Taking pictures of the Boo Kitty right there. And this is in very low light. I've got I've got one 60-watt bulb up there that's pointed at the wall, and I've got a little bit of sunlight coming in here, but not very much. I think what I'm probably the most impressed with is, watch this, I'll go from the stuff above my television. When I go to the television, watch the adjustment. And it adjusts to the television, so the television is nice and clear. Yeah, not bad at all. I'm not seeing like any flicker on the camera whatsoever. And then I go over to a darker area and it brightens right up. So here I've got, this is low light, and I go to the television, it's bright, and within a couple of seconds, it's a pretty clear picture. I go from there back to a darker area and right over to the window, and it adjusts pretty quick. So I'm pretty happy with it. So far it looks like it's going to do pretty good. It records in MOV format, which means I have to convert before I use it, or I'm going to have to buy some software that I can just, drag and drop it in, something like Vegas or something. Because right now I just use Windows Media, Windows Movie Maker, or I use, what is it, Video Spin is the other one, the free one. So I'm using those two things right now. But I'm liking it. I accidentally bought I bought a 4 gigabyte card for it, but I got the wrong kind of card. I didn't get an SD card. That's what I asked the guy for, but that's not what he gave me, and I didn't check it. So I'm going to have to return that. In the meantime, I've got a 2 gig card in here that I had sitting around. So temporarily that'll work. One thing I've noticed is that it really seems to eat the batteries up. I've just had a little bit. I haven't done really very much recording at all, and already I can see that the battery's dragging down. Either that, or the battery indicator is just good enough that it can tell when even a little bit of battery's used. So we'll see how that goes. But so far I'm pretty happy with it. SD card. I can fast forward, I can freeze frame, I can slow on the camera. It's about the same size as the Flip. It's a little bit wider and just about the same height. And actually I like the bigger size. I think it's more stable. Damn, Boo Kitty likes it because he told me so. So I guess that's a win. Oh, and the button's a real button, so when you push it, it actually pushes. Okay, first of all, I know this really isn't a fair comparison, because this camera that I'm recording on now is the Flipcam Ultra, which does not do HD, doesn't do high def. But I thought that I would just kind of look at what some of the things that it does do and make a comparison. So, like the light levels, I wanted to check and see how this camera does on those, because I've never really done that before like I did with the Zi6. So there's my cowboy hats. I think that's I think the white balance and stuff is much better. In a dimly lit area, there's above my television. That's much clearer than the Zi6 was. Going down to the television, it doesn't seem to adjust to the light on the television as well. But not bad. Not bad. It just doesn't seem to be quite as well. And then we'll go from the television back up to low light area. Let it adjust. And over to the window. And from the window up to that 60-watt light bulb. So, I think as far as the picture goes, I think the two are comparable. I think they're pretty close. I do like having the changeable media, and the batteries I can swap out. Of course, in this camera I can swap them out too. In the Minnow you can't swap them out. Also, with the Ultra, you do have the zoom feature without it being in record mode, which I understand is not available on the Minnow because it has the touch sensitive buttons. So you actually have to hit record in order for those touch-sensitive buttons to be active. So that doesn't work too well. But I thought I would compare a couple of cameras in those three situations and kind of show you the differences between the two. Next, what I'm going to do is my Kodak EasyShare camera. So then we'll see how that goes. The button on
Okay, I know this really isn't a fair test, because I know this camera doesn't do very well in low light for video. It does great in for pictures and stuff, but for video it really doesn't do very well in low light. We're going to give it a shot anyway. So there's me laying down, and there's the television.
But by then, all the senior scientists
up above the television,
and a more junior
over to the low light area,
reactor number 4.
over to the window.
The responsibility.
See, there's like no adjustment at all, and then up there to the light bulb.
Which leads investigators to ask.
So that's the Kodak EasyShare camera. I paid about $100 for this, but it's an 8 megapixel digital camera, so that's kind of nice. I like that. So there's the comparison between the three portable cameras that I have, other than the Panasonic, which uses a tape.